Live from Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go. This is Valley News Live at 5.
With school starting in about a week and a half for many kids in the Valley, back-to-school shoppers are out in full force. But as you're driving from store to store with a car full of shopping bags, how can you make sure you're staying safe from thieves on the prowl? Valley News Team's crime and safety reporter Bailey Hurley talked with West Acres Mall today for some advice.
Knocking out your back-to-school list means you'll probably have a car full of bags, making you the perfect target for potential parking lot prowlers. But West Acres Mall says they work to make sure that's the least of your worries.
Historically, it's pretty calm, and working very closely with PD and having the security team on hand that's incredibly responsive. It's just a very good deterrent for us.
With several cameras in their parking lots, outside and inside the building, Jensen says very few things go unseen by his security guards.
So they're traveling up and down the rows, looking for suspicious behavior, going around the loops of the mall and looking for anything that might be out of place.
Fargo police say they also always have an officer around the mall and other shopping centers in the area, patrolling the parking lot and sometimes inside as well. They say they rarely see smash and grabs, but that doesn't mean you should leave your new items in plain sight.
So if you have like a Best Buy bag or something that might have like an Apple product or a laptop or something of high value, have that buried underneath all the other bags or in a trunk if you can.
Schindeldecker added to always take out any identifying items like your checkbook, bank statements, and mail before you head inside the stores. That way you don't become a victim of a home or car burglary later down the road. In Fargo, Bailey Hurley, Valley News Live.
Officials with West Acres also say parents should take pictures of their child before shopping. That way, if they run off or get lost, security knows exactly what your child looks like and what they're wearing that day. Thanks to a tipster who saw video aired on Valley News Live last night, Fargo police have a lead on a theft case that happened at the Ark of Cass County. We told you how a woman stole an entire cart of items from the Ark's south location on Tuesday. A tipster recognized the woman in the surveillance video and called the nonprofit today with a name. Ark employees recognized that woman as someone who was banned from their North store a few months ago for disturbance issues. Fargo police tell us they're working on the case. Be sure to stick with Valley News Live for updates on this story. Sounds like we're in for a cooler stretch of weather this week. Let's find out if the rain is done or if we should expect more this evening. Here's Hutch with your No Wait weather. Hutch?
Andrea, thanks so much. Gray skies continue here in the FM area as we head into our Monday evening. We got most of our rainfall here in the early part of the day, a little over an inch up north at Hector International, and reports of around 3/4 of an inch to 8/10 around town. Where you see the greens and yellows on the map here, Doppler radar indicates even heavier rain, upwards of 1.5 to 2 inches in spots. Some showers swirling into northwest North Dakota and northwest Minnesota, also seeing most of the rain that is pushed out of the FM area. Hour-by-hour forecast for this evening, Andrea, shows pop-up showers and thunderstorms here in our western and southern counties, so we cannot rule out more rain yet as we close out a soggy start to the work week. Temperatures are going to be stuck in the 60s in Fargo this evening with isolated or brief thunder showers a possibility. We'll keep you updated on that and have an outlook for the rest of the week here in just a moment.
All right, thanks, Hutch. A 25-year-old Jamestown man is facing a felony aggravated assault charge after police say he hit a man with a baseball bat. Officials say it happened last Thursday. Court documents state 25-year-old Donnie Ayers went after the man with a baseball bat, hitting him in the upper left thigh. Ayers told police he was angry and did swing the bat, but wasn't trying to hit the man. He also said he punched the victim in the face. Ayers is currently being held in the Stutsman County Correctional Center on a $1,000 bond. The Burleigh County Sheriff's Department has received a 4-year waiver from the Federal Aviation Administration to operate drones over people. The FAA approved the Sheriff's Department's waiver as part of the North Dakota DOT Integration Pilot Program. The Burleigh County Sheriff's Department is the first law enforcement agency in the state and the second county law enforcement agency in the nation to receive a waiver to routinely conduct UAS operations over people using a drone. While much of the immigration debate has focused on illegal border crossings, a new rule from the Trump administration could make it much harder for legal immigrants to become citizens. Natalie Brand has more details from the White House.
The Trump administration has issued a new rule which could make it harder for legal immigrants who may need public assistance to become citizens.
A poor person can be prepared to be self-sufficient. Many have been through the history of this country.
Federal law currently requires people seeking green cards and legal status to prove they won't be a burden to the U.S. or what's called a public charge. The new rule expands the definition of public charge to immigrants using government benefits, including housing, food stamps, and some Medicaid coverage.
And what we're looking for here are people who are going to live with us either their whole lives or ultimately become citizens who can stand on their own 2 feet.
Sarah McTarnahan of the Urban Institute has been looking at the potential impact of the rule change.
Public benefits exist in this country for a reason, and they're a really vital support to low-income working families.
The Trump administration says the rules will not impact immigrant children who are U.S. citizens, but researchers say it will likely keep immigrants who need help from asking for it.
Even though the rule hasn't been active or applied, we've already been seeing immigrants kind of change their decision-making about use of public benefits, and I think starting to see some early impacts of that as well.
The newly defined rule is set to go into effect October 15th. Natalie Brand, CBS News, the White House.
Immigration advocate groups say they plan to file a lawsuit challenging the new public charge rule. Filling up the tank is getting a little cheaper. The average price of regular gasoline has dropped 6 cents during the past 2 weeks, down to $2.74. The price is 18 cents lower than it was a year ago. According to the Lundberg survey, increased refinery production and lower crude oil costs have contributed to the recent drop. According to GasBuddy.com, the average tank of regular gas around the Fargo-Moorhead area is about $2.49. The lowest price is at $2.43 at Sam's Club in Fargo and Costco in West Fargo. Grand Forks County is seeing a major spike in hepatitis C cases. Data from the North Dakota Department of Health saw a 78% increase from 2017 to 2018. The report also shows the majority of the cases are coming from the injection drug use. Grand Forks Public Health is working to create a syringe exchange program where users can get clean needles to stop the spread of diseases. There is a meeting about the program this Wednesday at 6 o'clock at the Grand Forks County Office Building. Blue light glasses have become increasingly popular for their promise to filter out the blue light that comes from electronic devices. Researchers with the contact lens company Cooper Vision estimate Americans spend about half of their waking hours looking at screens and the blue light that comes with them. Doctors don't yet know the full effects of what blue light does to our eyes, but they know there are risks.
And just by taking breaks, like every 20 or 30 minutes for about 20 seconds and looking as far away as you can, blinking your eyes and just getting away from the electronics is the best thing you can do.
The Mayo Clinic says in the short term, staring at screens all day can lead to sleep problems, blurry vision, and headaches. Cedar Lakes Casino Hotel in Cass Lake, Minnesota has set the Guinness Book World Record for the largest fry bread taco. Officials say it happened Saturday as Mike Marcotte, a Guinness Book official, was on site to announce and make it an official Guinness World Record. Without the taco toppings, the fry bread alone weighed in at 150.2 pounds and was 8 feet in diameter. Over 500 guests attended that record-setting event and enjoyed a piece of the monstrous fry bread taco. Doctors are calling